Hello, welcome back to Roadcraft. I'm HeadX, and this is HeadX Roadworks Cleanup Crew. Well, last time we got everything in the area from the garage, hey Ged, over to the river here, and north, cleaned up with the exception of the tires. So we're going to start out, we're going to get them tires out of that area, and then we are going to work on getting the tires and stuff from this canyon, hey Steve, over here and east done, and then we will get the tires down here done, so then all that will really be left is cleaning up this mountaintop area right here, Elamir, and the whole top of this mountain, because there's not really a whole lot down in this area that needs to be cleaned up, other than, like I say, some tires and a handful of tires up here, and then we will be on cleaning the mountain. So with that said, we're going to jump into the Voron because, well, it carries its own crane. May not haul as much as the Greenway, but it saves the effort of driving two vehicles back and forth all day long. And look, there's our first tire. But I better pull off to the side because I don't know where that AI that just cleared is going. Yeah, see, he's coming here. We're going to let him go by, and then we'll get back up onto the road, so we're on a level surface to load this thing. Where are you going, dude? Here, let me help you. Of course, this does not have nearly as deep of a bed as the Greenway does. There we go. All right, next tire. Let's get this on resources so I can see where they're all at. All right, we got a trail of them through the middle right here. So let's go ahead and get them ones. That's going to be my best route to them. All right. Alright. Not like I really get level ground to do this on. Well, maybe. I got a funny feeling that little tire there didn't actually strap down. I'm going to see if I can catch a hold of it. There we go. Now she's in there a little bit better. I don't believe this northeastern section had a whole lot of them. Alright, we're going to get in a little bit different position here. Slightly uphill, I think. Oh, actually, that might... yeah, we definitely got to back up. I would rather be slightly uphill than downhill for this one. This one will go sideways. All right, next location. Okay, nothing there. Looks like over here. Oil station's got one. Alright. About up by the wells. Any of them up by the wells? Thought I seen one flash over here in the tree line, but maybe not. Alright, I don't see anything up there. So we got those two to get. And then we head over to the repair shop where there was a couple of them. 1, 2, 3 it looks like. And that will have our northeast quadrant done. I do believe. Hold on, let's check. No, because, well, we've got some over here at the garage yet that will have to get picked up. And then down by concrete slabs, or did we get them ones? We may have already took care of the ones at the concrete slabs facility. So yeah, so then we got repair, those two that I marked, then repair shop and garage. Concrete slabs is all taken care of. All right, let's head to the market. And get rid of the marker. Oof. Hey, JL. Cleaning the palms, dirty ground, and wheels. All right, let's get rid of that marker now. Yeah, not quite sure if I'm going to have enough room for all the tires in here. I may have to stack it a little high. Because I got 3 of them over at the repair shop, and then 2 or 3 of them up at the garage. Got to rotate that around so it'll roll up against the side. Well, you little bugger, you just don't want to sit there pretty, do you? I must be sitting slightly off angle or something. It just wants to keep rolling away from the edge. All right. May as well hit the garage first and then the repair shop, because then I can shoot straight over and sell them all. Yeah, stay on the road. Caught making AI thumbnails. Proved in the Gen Z Federation. We're going to let him go because then I have room. I can go park in front of his door for a second to load these up. Yeah, I may have to stack some up on top, I think. Which means we gotta have it flat. Down to the repair shop. Wait, let me make sure there's no more up here. I'm gonna check the map. Okay. No more. Just wanted to be sure. This way, once we cross the river, we don't have to come back. Now, I don't know that we're going to get all of Elamir done along with the mountaintop today or not. Probably not, because there's a lot of stuff. But once all that is done, we will be collecting our slabs from the bridge back, because, well, we won't need that bridge. Let's go over here and get this one first. Actually, no, we'll grab these two first, because I can drive right out the back gate. I know it's the bottom tire. That was the only tire it could be. Come on. Don't sit on top of that one. There we go. Now we'll drag it back over. See, why can't they all just hang nice and flat like that? Well, if it's going to stay in the truck, I don't care. That's two of them coming out. Both heading opposite directions, I do believe. Yep. There's the third guy. He should be taking a left. It's nice the way they're all timed, though. They're not running into each other. There we go. Everything in the northeast quadrant done. Let's quick little screenshot there. Look at that beautiful road. Hey, there's a pothole in my road. Somebody get over here and fix that. There's another one. Somebody get over here and fix that too. And that corner looks terrible. Wow, that guy's driving real slow. I loaded another tire and all that stuff and stopped for a screenshot and everything. And he's only this far along. New Voron crane truck's very useful. Yes, yes it is. It's got more power than the Mule has. It's the same size bed, I think. You know, and it's the same crane, but because the truck is a little more powerful, I think it's a little more useful than the Mule. Ooh, do I got room for it? I mean, it's here, I'm here. Can't hurt to try, right? Let's see what kind of room we got. Alright, we're going to go in just a little. I mean, I just couldn't neglect it, right? And poor little guy sitting on the side of the road with his thumb out, just asking for a ride to the store. Sorry, don't have any more room. No room at the end. Now all these tires, this might be a useful route for the Wayfarer. Yeah, there's definitely Wayfarer level tires on this road. Here's the other roundabout that VTech wanted to pave. Which, I mean, we could, but it's not really necessary, I don't think. Whoa, 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 whoa! JL, why'd you let that happen? Alright, how close am I there to the, around here, traffic circle. Yeah, we're gonna go to River Base and go back. Of course, I don't know, that could have been Steve's fault. Just because I haven't blamed Steve in a while. On the road. Ooh, speaking of which, this road looks terrible. Holy cow, somebody's got to hit that with a roller. Like half a dozen times. Oh, really? How did I not realize I had AI coming this way? I mean, I knew I had AI coming this way, but... then this guy's going to really screw the pooch on the plan here. You're not getting through. There's a crane in the way, dude. Uh-huh. See, I don't know where you thought you were going. Oh, now he's going to blow his horn? Meanie AI. I know, all he had to do was wait a second. Didn't take me that long to get out of the way. So note to self, don't cut over that hill. And to everyone watching. Yeah, that is a terrible, terrible job right there. Oof. She's a little top heavy right now. Notice the one thing I did not do, I did not pave anything going in here. $2,400 in tires. Not a bad load. Surprisingly, the errors in SnowRunner Editor haven't appeared on the map creation. It's been smooth. Good. Good. Alright, we will go to the desert base, and I believe I'm headed towards the solar plant. Because, again, concrete plant's good. And Steve, if you're still watching, you notice we redid this bridge a little bit so that it goes over top of the broken structure that was there, instead of having that rise up through it. All right, what did we have over at the solar plant? I think there was still a forklift over here, but I think that's the only thing in the solar plant area. Yeah, forklift right there. And why is that forklift not glowing? That's weird. That's weird, that forklift is not blinking. Should be flashing yellow. Alright, that I believe is the only thing over here. Is that one forklift. Yep. Now we're not going up to the mountain top yet. Or that route. We will take this route, wrong road, this way. Flip my map around correctly. And I'm still going the wrong way. Right here. Here we go. Gotta come around here. And again, this goes up the mountain. We're not doing that yet. I want the stuff below the mountain, so we're going to take this road, clean up that, go between our paved road and this dirt road down here. And I found metal that I missed. How did I miss barrels? 2 barrels. Alright, well, let's put some markers in the general areas here. Aha, and look, there's a barrel over there too. See that bugger? Ah, and a car down in this section. Of course, I know there's a bunch of stuff over this way yet, so. There's a bunch of metal out this way because we got cars and tractors galore over here. How I'm getting these tractors down here, yeah, I don't know, because that was a pain in the neck getting a crane down there. What I might do or consider, I don't think I can. Ooh, hold on. Is that open on the end? That's open on the end. Let's check. To there. Ha! This might work. Come on, I clicked the button. There's got to be a red spot. Yep. Red right off the get-go. Well, it starts out showing green until I try to move it. See, we're green. I might have to build the first one and then do that. Let's try it from this side, though. Yeah, I'm going to have to build that first one and then do that one. So that's going to be 9, 14 concrete slabs. But that will get me over here to get this tractor, and with the epic crane, I think this tractor. Okay. What else is down this way? Anything by the Oasis? Who left those tractors there? Somebody that doesn't know how to drive them, that's for sure. Because that's a real bad spot for them. See, then you got the tractors up here, but those ones aren't too bad to get to because you can get up through here pretty easy and around and down. Ask me how I know. All right, that looks like, as far as south of the road and the Radiance Lab, that will be everything. So we're going to concentrate on those tires first. I wish I would have thought about building bridges there when I was going after the barrel. I mean, it wasn't down there, but all the trouble that I had, it would have been way more convenient if I had a bridge. Weehaw. Alright, head for the forklift. For some reason was not glowing. Oh, and the one barrel that's buried up underneath there. See, that forklift still isn't glowing. I don't get why the forklift ain't glowing. Let's get rid of the marker. No need to come back up here if there's no need to come back up here. Is that forklift just not a functional forklift for me? I mean, I don't get it. It should be. Yeah, I know my parking brake's on. Yeah, it has no points. That's weird. Wait a minute. I'm going to go check where I know the forklift should be active. Those ones are. Alright, well. If any of you guys have encountered that, where that one forklift is not something you can pick up, let me know. I'd be interested to see if it's just on mine or if you guys can't get it either. Alright. We'll take the low road first. Why? Just because the MJ Haggis rule of thumb, when in doubt, go left. Alright, let's see now. Where was it from here? Right to my right. How in the world did I miss that? Delete marker. Not enter. Delete. Stop it! There. Oh, that's definitely not going to work. We definitely have to reposition. Okay. next spot, further up the road, also on the right-hand side. All right, just delete the marker. I like that one's already standing on end for us. It knew what to do. Yeah, these being a lot of big ones, it's going to be not a lot of tires in this load. Let's swing it around onto the road so that I can be a little more level. Yeah, it's about as good as that one's going to get, I guess. Do I like candy? What kind of question is that? Of course I like candy. Good thing my Discord ain't toxic. Yeah, tires in random place. Sorry, Chess. Sorry, JL. The chat has not been appearing on my TV screen. good idea marking the metal stuff. I just marked all of it. Take a long time. Sandswept has recycling stuff in the most random places. Yes, it does. Aliens? Well, that was one of the thoughts that VTech came up with, was either a giant tornado or aliens. Alright, let's delete a couple of markers here. Alright, that one's right behind me. And then another one kind of off to the side in front. I don't know how the AI have such a hard time driving these trucks, man. What kind of tire was this other one that was up here? I can't tell if that's a big one or a little one. Looks kind of like a little one, so we'll grab that. Ooh, 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 get off of that one. That rock will flip you. I can climb over some rocks, but I ain't gonna be dumb enough to climb over rocks like that. Actually, no, we can do this one. It can stand on end. I got a spot for it right over here. Alright, where are we at? Alright, we're going to go up here and hang a right and get back on the main road. Those big tires take up so much space. 250 bucks a pop. I've got $1,500, $1,750 on here. And then I'll just offload the barrel in some random location. There's another pothole that's got to get fixed. Yeah, just ask my teeth if I like candy. They'll tell you. The ones that are left. Gotta go? Alright, you have yourself a good night. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, please don't forget to hit that like button. Dude, you're not pushing me off of there. I'm way overloaded. You should not have been that far over. I'm going to have to fix your route. He should not have been that far over. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me get out your way, bro. You're bigger than I am. First thing you do when you drop in, appreciate you, Steve. What? Only 850? They're supposed to be 250 bucks a piece. Somebody robbed me. Why am I only getting half price? That's like 150 bucks a piece they just gave me. They knocked 100 bucks off of each tire. I don't think I like that. Alright, we're going to go dump this barrel up here by the gate where the other barrels are at. And get that one out of the road. I wonder if that was like part of their last update is reducing prices on how much stuff was selling for. Cause I sure as heck should have got more than that. They used to be $250 a piece. There's an awful lot of markers still out there. Look, and what are the first tires we get to grab? Giant ones. I need to be facing the other way so they'll roll uphill, not downhill. I wonder if I can get more of them in here if I put these ones this way. We'll see if we can reach that other one. Oh, but you know what? I think that's going to be a mistake. Nope, can't reach it. Because I'm not going to be able to get the crane to go down very far. Delete that marker. Now, two tires? Looks like two tires there. Looks like they're stacked in that location. Okay, that was the tractors, but I got a bin there and a bin there. Two more tires up that way. Oof. So my little question. So far I have 2 votes for Expeditions, 1 vote for Madden. About another game to add into the queue. So leave your votes in the Discord and under the general chat, and we'll get with them and we'll figure out what we're going to add in. So we'll be back out here for that barrel. So I will leave the marker here. I believe there's a couple of barrels because there's another one over there. Next location gonna be up that way. How do I want to go to get there? One more big tire, medium tire. So I got one more big tire and a medium tire and those two bins. Anybody need to make a phone call? Talk about things being in random places. What is a phone booth doing way out in the middle of the desert? This marker I can delete. That one I'm going to leave because I got that next to it. No. Does anybody remember what the name of these things is? I can never remember it until I hear it, and then it's like, oh yeah, I do that. Ah, of course. A horse is a horse. Of course it's a horse, unless, of course, the horse is the famous Mr. Ed. Oh. IBCs. That's what they're called. Thank you, Steve. You'd think for somebody that spent 9.5 years freaking quoting acronyms to everything that I'd be able to remember it. Doesn't take long for the sand to cover your tracks up in a sandstorm, does it? One more big tire and one little tire up here on the right hand side, or left hand side. You're gonna wait. Time to go to bed? All right, Steve. Thanks for stopping in and sticking around for a little while. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'll delete the second marker. I'm going to leave that first one because that's right where that car is. Back to a 2-point, I think. Let's delete that marker. Of course he's coming up the hill. Come on, dude, waiting on you. Yeah, your wife makes some good summer sausage. I'll take another dozen. So, is it just my system, or does anybody else get that annoying ticking inside the Western Star twin steer or the new Western Star when you go in cab view and it starts ticking after a few minutes? That would be something I wish they could fix. Whew. She bounces all over the place. Pretty small mirror. Make sure the whole truck's inside. All right. Let's take a gander at the map real quick. All right, those three markers that are to the south of the road, well, kind of south, kind of west, yeah, other side of the road, are all metal. Tire there. Tire. Tire. Couple of tires up there. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. 5 tires along the road. Looks like they're all big ones. Big, big, big. Medium. Medium. So 3 bigs, 2 mediums, it looks like. Ah, they might be big ones, I don't know. We'll see. All right. This helps to take the brake off. See, JL was over there just knocking stuff around when he was swiping things on me at the harbor. Had all that stacked nice and neat. Now it's a big mess. Oh, no, I think they're all going to be big ones then. Come on. Don't you argue with me. Oh, you bugger. Now I gotta go forward. I'm gonna try to stop on top of there and, you know, a nice flat, even surface. Ew. Too easy, right? Oh, it's gonna do that crap again. The delete marker and the enter pop in right on top of you. Why it has an enter when you're already in that vehicle, I don't know. Just makes absolutely zero sense. Watch me be too far away now. Almost. Because I shot for the SnowRunner parking brake instead of the Roadcraft parking brake. Where's that last one at? Tucked in off the road up here. back up to it just so that I've got the tilt of the truck in the right direction. What? Alright, I gotta see why he failed. It's probably a traffic accident. From the looks of things. I might end up deleting that point right there. It might be a little bit throwing them off. Okay, anyhow, back to the task at hand. There we go. Don't want it getting caught under the truck. So I can get 5 of these for sure in here this way. Possibly a 6th one on the end. All right, let's get rid of these markers now. Delete that marker, delete that marker, and didn't I leave another one? That one I left on purpose. Maybe I already got it. Alright, so aside from the metal that is down here, which is those 3 spots, and let's mark the tractors. And one there, one there, and one there. So we've got the tractors, car there, piece of car here, and a couple of barrels over here. And that will be everything south of the road. That's going to require a greenway and a crane because the Voron just doesn't have the space for carrying more than one tractor at a time. Alright, one second. I want to... If nobody's joining tonight, and I only got about an hour to go, we're going to close this, which will also allow me to get some screen, thumbnail photos here. Because for some reason, you can't use photo mode in multiplayer. Now, 2 of those tractors I'm going to need to build my bridges for. Just saying hello. Now, I'm not sure if I can get that second bridge built straight away off of what's there, or if I'm going to have to pour some sand to give a little space between the two. But if I got to pour some sand, I will pour some sand. I'm not fighting with the route I took the other day. Alright, just for the fun of it, we're going to throw this other giant tire on right here. Right on the back. Able to. There we go. Come on, drop off. There you go. No, 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 no. Stay over here. I was a little nervous about that jump. There we go. And right there, looks good. Reed Hunts, what's going on, man? What's up? New name. I like to see new names pop in. We're just doing a little cleanup of the maps. We have done Sunken, Incommunicado, Aftermath, and we are now working on Sandswept. By we, I normally have a partner here with me. He's just not here tonight. I think he's out until Saturday, he said. So, when he comes back, then we'll be all set again. Okay. Now, we're going to want, I'm thinking of Zix. Or a Greenway. Zix or Greenway? Zix or Greenway? We'll grab a Greenway. Greenway and an Epic Crane. Got just about 50 minutes left today. So we will see how much we get done. It'd be kind of nice to get this bottom area cleared out and be able to just have Elamir and the mountaintop to do. But there's no guarantees that that's going to happen in 50 minutes because it takes a while to get over there. Probably should have gone from River Base. It'd probably be a little faster. Too late for that now. We'll take the epic crane from over there. Would take a Zix to be able to load everything up in one shot, but I don't fancy driving the Zix around through that sand drifts and stuff. There's some pretty thick sand. Again, if anybody has any suggestions for what to go to for an additional game, leave it in the general chat section of my Discord. So far, we are at 2 votes for Expeditions and 1 vote for Madden. And just so you know, Madden is not my best subject. I like it. I'm just no good at it. All right, now we need an epic crane. Let's take this one then. A little bit of air there. She's not nearly as bouncy on the bumps as the Voron is. It's got to be all that weight. All right, that's enough of that. Ah, I hate that slow return on the steering. You hook it sharp one way, you better go slow because you're going to have to stop and back up otherwise, as I just showed you. Ah, get off the... Come on. Ah. No. Up against the front wall. Marker. Okay. And we are headed towards the tractors in the back. The two twins. So I'm going to put an additional marker up that I can see. Good rule of thumb when you're driving through a desert, where you see the plant growth, usually there's some form of hard pack not far underneath. I say usually because it's not always true. Uh-oh, sandstorm. Konnichiwa. And I still have no idea how to pronounce the second part, but I'm doing good. How about yourself, Elijah? I might try to reach that tractor from up here. I don't know if I can, but I might try. And back to the Epic. Oh, sure. Wipers in a sandstorm? No. Bad idea. You're going to grind that sand right into your windshield. You good? That's good. I'm glad to hear that, man. So we just may end up with 3 tractors on here if I can reach that lower one. Like how my hard mode co-op 2 weeks ago, it says Michigan and not Michigan. Okay. I might have to check that out. I'm not. Do you know which episode it was? I want to see how I got that titled. Goes through episode 9 to 7. Is it on the thumbnail or is it on the title itself? Thumbnail? Okay, I'm definitely going to have to take a look at that because I've been playing around redoing my thumbnails and stuff, so I'm going to have to take a look at it. That button there. Also on 10 and 11. Six two. Five. Definitely need to reposition that, because that's just not going to work for me. Cannot be completely missing the solid ground with my anchors. Of course, then it overcorrects. Stop it! Stop rolling. There we go. There's solid ground underneath. All right, let's see. Can we reach it? Think it's because of the AI? Yeah, we'll find out. Look at that. We got it. This is the reason why I love the Epic. Alright, let's delete these markers here. That one and that one. And a lot fewer markers on my screen now. Let's see something here real quick. I want to check, see, can I get there from here? Oh, absolutely. Had to make sure I didn't have any obstacles between me and it. Oh, good. My on-screen chat is acting up again. It hasn't done that in a while. I have to check and make sure that it's not frozen on my phone, because usually that's an indication that somebody has sent something. But my phone's still not showing anything new. We'll get this guy ready to go. So let's check this. Okay, well, that's still good. Hold on, did I just see something else over here? No, okay. You know what you want to do? That's good. It's good to know what you want to do. Jump off the cliff? Been there, done that. It's not a fun cliff to fall off of. Yeah, totally. Throw some low range on here. And come on, Greenway. You got this. We'll get this guy out to the main road, park him up, and grab the other Greenway. Ooh. Is the other Greenway gonna carry the rest of that stuff? Got that truck frame and a car. Now you're going to do the mission on Wisconsin where you need to get the colossal tree stump thingamajigs. Oh, the sequoias. The big sequoias. Where you got the one of them down in the ditch. The crevasse. That'll be fun. Yeah, we're gonna do it last. Don't be scared. Uh-oh, we got another sandstorm rolling in. Kind of seems sandstormish weather, but I'm not seeing it coming. But it definitely, I was supposed to make that move a little bit sooner than that, but I didn't. And I'm going to park this guy off to the side. And get the other greenway over to River Base. Alright, let's delete some markers that are not needed. Figure out where they're all at. Delete that marker. And so we got those two. I only got 3 markers left, so that's pretty good. Means we're making headway. By the way, you watched Home Alone last night. I love the scene where the burglars had the buzzers placed on them. Oh yeah, Buzz the Spider. Yeah, that was great. It was the tall guy that got the spider, wasn't it? Screamed like a little girl. It's been so long since I watched that movie. Great movie, though. Yeah, I don't know what his name is either. Your 50th time watching it? Well, if you watched it that many times, I would think you would know the guy's name. I don't think I've watched it that many. Maybe 3 or 4. Now, Top Gun, on the other hand, that I've watched a lot. Here's the great thing is today at work we shipped an engine out, and I'm calling it we shipped it to Maverick, because if anybody remembers what Maverick's name was in Top Gun, what his real name was, it was Pete Mitchell, which was the name of a guy that we shipped an engine to today. Alright, let's see. Is there a quicker way to get up to that one? Yeah, looks like I can take a right through here. What's my music taste? I like a little bit of everything. I like rock, I like rap, I like country, I like Christian. I like some classical. I like some jazz. I'm a little bit of everything in there. Heavy metal. Oh. Come on. Greenway, what are you doing, man? You don't get stuck. This is why we drive you. I don't know, but I don't even like the genres of all the songs. Alright, let's back into this hole. Because this is going to be a fairly heavy load I'm putting on here. It's going to be even heavier once I stack that car on top of this thing. Really? You stupid thing. Just cooperate. It's not playing nice. Oh, now it's upside down, you stupid thing. That's kind of the spot that I was hoping I could get before when I was trying to pull it forward. Come on, get up there. Over the top of it. Stop trolling me. There we go. That thing didn't stick up that high. It'd be nice if this plow blade on here got up a little bit higher when you were in marching mode. Dare say the Voron was scraping bottom a little bit through here. Okay, let's delete the marker here. And we can delete that marker. All right, we're going through the fence. Blowing the horn does not knock them over in this game. Come on, Epic. Show the world why you're an epic. These two YouTubers for 6 years now. Komodo Gaming and Spy Cakes. No, I can't say that I've heard of either one of them. A little bit more this way, I think. There we go. All right. Let's go make some beans. Be back later. Just gonna listen to some music while you play SnowRunner. All right. I'll probably be jumping off here in the next 10-15 minutes or so. See how close I get to getting these both these trucks over there dropped off. Uh-oh. He's not gonna like me. Aha! And why do I have an AI truck having mental issues up here? I mean, it looks like he got around all right, but took him a second. Looks like he had gotten into that pole over across the street. This is a weird one to drive from the inside. I like the different views. Zipping through Tifletown. All right, back outside. That's a pretty long trip. Why is he all the way over on that? See, I think by somebody, I kind of got an idea who messed with my routes and put them on the wrong side of the road. I'm going to have to correct those guys at some point in time. It's amazing how different the landscape looks once you clean all the scrap metal up off of it. Now the other greenway might struggle getting up here with 3 tractors on there and 2 barrels. All right, 266, almost 267, 271. Got a little bit over 4. Yep, that button. You are going there. Then we're going to do this. Enter that greenway. And we're going to go make some more beams. Then the only thing I'll have to do for the area south and west of this road will be to build my bridge and get that last tractor and then take that bridge back down. Then we're just going to have Elamir and the mountain to cover. And I believe down at the pump station. I think there's some metal pipes down at the pump station. Unless we grabbed them already. If I think about it, or if somebody reminds me when I get to the steel beams factory, I will double check the map and check the pump station and find out if we did clear that or not. Oof. He seems to be struggling with his little hill. Oh, sure. Why do they always come around the corner when I'm in the middle of this bridge? And that guy's moving a lot faster than I am. I tried, dude. I really did. Well, I got a funny feeling he couldn't correct and drove off the bridge. Which is odd that he couldn't correct, being that it's just an F-250. Ooh, come on, you can climb these hills. So if somebody wants to remind me about correcting that when I get to steel beams as well. All right, downhill slope. Pick up a little speed now. Another sandstorm. At least the sandstorms aren't so bad that you can't really see what you're doing. The rain is a little ridiculous, I think. Because the rain's always a bad storm. Where if it was like, you know, sometimes it was a bad storm, sometimes it was just regular rain. I think that would be better. I don't know exactly how they would go about making it so random like that, and if they could even have it randomize how intense it is. I would imagine they could, but not being a game developer, I don't know what all is involved in that, so. Yeah, about time to let the dog out. He's at the door. Almost done, Sam. Whew. She is not liking the weight of this load. Yeah, see, he's completely on the wrong side of the road. Completely. Which tells me that somebody played with my route, and again, pretty sure I know who, and moved the route to the opposite side. All right, there's the bridge, which means my intersection is coming up. There it is. My left-hand turn. Uh-oh. Oh, he's not going to be happy at all. He's definitely not going to be happy. Because we about to become a severe struggle bus once we get around this curve. Here he comes. You're just going to have to be patient, brother. If anything, you get to help push me up the top of the hill. Evening, Sergey. Popped in just as I'm getting just about ready to jump off here. All right. Run this guy back over to the base. Oh, gotta shut the engine off on the other one. Okay. Infrastructure. River base to Elamir. Oh, he wrecked it on the bridge. Never even got off the bridge. Alright, so there's that one. Now, what was the other one I gotta fix? That is... this one right here. This is the one I gotta fix. Yeah, repair shop to Tifletown. So I'm going to cancel that route real quick. No, I'm going to be jumping off here pretty quick, actually. Just getting ready to just finishing readjusting this route here that somebody, I won't mention anybody's names, but their initials might possibly be JL. I can't guarantee it. Pushed my route from the side of the road I had it on to the opposite side of the road. So as I'm coming at them, they're head on with me when they shouldn't be. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of funny. That's the kind of harmless little jokes that, I mean, because we all know what side of the road I put them on, and, well, if you look, they're completely on the wrong side of the road all the way. All right, you're back? All right, cool. So we will see you Wednesday then. So I will show you here real quick once I finish this up what I've got left to do on the Desert Base side of the map, the east side of the river there. I can get away with deleting that one. He did the whole friggin' route. Put some time into that adjustment, he sure did. There we go. All right. So, flip this back around north-south. The only thing left to do over on this side of the map, on this side of the river, I got one tractor down here, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a bridge to this island and then build a bridge off of this island over to here to go get it, because it'll be easier, and then just take those bridges down when I'm done. But other than that, everything is on this mountain right here and in El Amir. That is the only areas left to clean. All the way down underneath this road is done. Everything from where this bridge is east of that is completely done, and everything from Desert Base north is done as far as the east side of the river is concerned. So got quite a bit done, and VTech and I fixed this bridge that we had over here. You know how we had the obstacle in the middle of the bridge? Well, we poured a whole bunch of sand and built it up and rebuilt the bridge and fixed that. So, and then he built a bridge going down the hill here, but I'm going to take that one back down once we're done working on this side, just for the resources, because it's not really needed. But that's where we're going to go ahead and end this, guys. I thank you all for watching. And if you like what you see, hit that like button. And if you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I and my friends go live. And with that, we will see you all next time. Good night, Sergey. Good night, everybody.